Hi guys, welcome back to day 4 of, is it 39? I think there's 39 days in the World Cup. Day 4 of 39 of reacting to the World Cup games. Obviously, as you can tell, it's a daily series. If you haven't saw the other videos, please go and watch them after this. Hopefully it's some good insight on the games what you haven't been able to watch. If you like the videos, please like, subscribe. If there's anything you think I can improve over the coming days, let me know. And yeah, let's get into it, with the first game being Spain Cape Verde, and I think they address the elephant in the room, 0-0. Congratulations to Cape Verde, to their goalkeeper who gained like 2 million followers in a day, which is insane. I think Cape Verde defended perfectly. Spain had no real dynamism until Lamine Yamal and Williams came on, although Williams came on very late. To impact the game. Yamal was good for the first 5 minutes and then really got took out of the game. He couldn't really do much. Very well defended from every single Cape Verdean or Cape Verde player. I think they had a chance at the end to win the game with that header from the corner. Cape Verde could have won that game. Everyone's saying, oh, Spain should have won 7-0. And to be honest, they should have. With the players they have versus the players Cape Verde have, but they didn't, and that's football. Football is, who wants it more? Who wants it more? And Cape Verde wanted it the whole 90 minutes. Every minute they believed more and more they could do something in that game, and they did. And even if they come out of this group at one point, even if they get slapped by Uruguay and Saudi Arabia, at the end of the day, they got a point against Spain. They got a point against the European champions. They got a point against the favourites of the World Cup. Not many teams can say that. I mean, Spain have only won 3 World Cup games since 2010. 4 World Cups now, that's what, 16 years. In 16 years, Spain have only won 3 World Cup games. That's terrible. Spain are way better than that, have been way better than that. In 2014, didn't win a game, I don't think. In 2018, won a game. 2022, won 2, I believe. Maybe it's the other way around, 2018, 2022. But they've won 3 games. For the team Spain have had, that is atrocious. And they will be kicking themselves for dropping points against arguably the worst team in the competition, maybe behind Curacao. Cape Verde, though, all plaudits have to go to them. Everything has to go to Cape Verde because they defended perfectly. They didn't really let a good chance in, other than that Ferran Torres chance where he hit the bar. They were resilient. They kept fighting. They never stopped, and they deserved the point completely. Very well defended, and I don't think I could sing their praises enough, because what they've done is so hard to do, to sit back and defend for 90 minutes against some of the best attackers, some of the best midfielders on the planet. As a player, as the players are from Cape Verde, who don't play in these big nations, in these big leagues, manage to do for 90 minutes, that is an insane achievement, and they can go home happy knowing they've done what they've done. They've changed football aspects for people playing in the leagues like Cape Verde are. It's shown anyone can do it, and that's football, and that's why everyone loves football so much. Next game, I'm going to go Belgium-Egypt. I think it's quite an even game. I think Belgium could have won it. Maybe, I don't know. I think I saw a draw in it, to be honest. I think 1-1 was a fair result. Lukaku with a literal instant impact. I think, obviously, it was an own goal, but making that goal happen 12 seconds after he came on the pitch. He's already had a better World Cup this year than he did in 2022. I think, you look at the aspect of the game. Belgium should be winning that game, I think. Obviously, I think Zico, I've heard of him, he's a really good player. Watched him at the AFCON. Salah is still Salah at the end of the day. Marmoush, probably Egypt's best player now. They've got some good players, but I think if you compare it to Belgium just have a better team. Their defence isn't as good anymore. They're way past their golden generation, but Belgium should be still doing better in a game like that. And I think that's what cost them in this game. I think their lack of control in the team. Doku got shut out most of the game. The fullback was very good. I think Trossard couldn't really get into the game much. De Ketelaere didn't really move around much. Tielemans and Onana were decent. De Bruyne, you can tell, is losing his legs. And yeah, I think overall I think Belgium should have won the game, but it was a deserved draw, and fair enough to Egypt, because they put in a good fight. You know, their players play, most of them play for the best team in Egypt, best team in Africa. You know, they've got a really good team, and you know they could be a dark horse, maybe depending on who they play, if they get lucky or not. But yeah, it was a good performance from them, and you know, 1-1 you could say is fair. The game at 11 o'clock, Uruguay, what am I on about? Saudi Arabia. In the first half, Saudi Arabia completely deserved that 1-goal lead, maybe even a 2-goal lead. Uruguay never really got out the gate. I was questioning from the start why Valverde started at right wing. He's their best player. He should be in the middle in his best position. Matt and Bielsa shouldn't have started like that. I think that was what cost him. When he brought Nunes off, it brought a sense of directness in the team, a player who can head balls down. And you know, in the second half, Uruguay were way better. Saudi Arabia sat back defensively. They didn't really attack. And I think that's what cost them the game. I think if they came out of the blocks, tried to get a second goal, attacked Uruguay, you know, put them under pressure, Uruguay could have very much lost that game. But I think Uruguay put the pressure on Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia allowed them to put the press on. And overall, I think it was a 1-1 game. I think that's pretty fair. They defended well, obviously, but they were going to concede eventually. Obviously, it was a rebound for the right back. I can't remember his name. He plays for Sporting though. And I think Uruguay deserved the point in the end. They were way better in the second half. Put Saudi Arabia under a lot of pressure, and they couldn't deal with it, really. Final game early in the morning. Iran, New Zealand. You know Donald Trump would have been watching that game. A very good turnout for Iran. Which is well done to them. You know, managed to get that many fans out there with how hard it's been for them to get in the USA, which is, you know, it's stupid alone. If you're gonna host the World Cup, you should allow all nations in. That's how I feel. Like, you can't, even the Somali ref, we'll get into this another time, but like, you need to be allowing all nations in if you're hosting the World Cup. That's the reason why you bid and host it. But anyway, onto the game. I think Elijah Just, very good player. I've heard of him. I've saw him play a couple of times, obviously not in person. I think he was very good. You know, good composure for the first goal. Very good first goal. Chris Wood was really good as a target man, holding the ball, playing the ball down. I think he got the assist for both goals. Very good volley for the first one. And the second one, great composure to take his time, lift the ball over the defender and the keeper, who, I mean, I think the keeper should have done better. He literally dove out of his post, basically. I think if he got his angles right, he could have just stayed there, dive left, knowing the defender was coming right and saved that. But, you know, I have to give credit to Elijah Just, you know. First game in the World Cup, and, I mean, he scored 2 goals. He's joint top goal scorer, I think, which, you know, I bet he wasn't thinking he'd be saying that. And very good composure for both. Shout out to Chris Wood, obviously, as I said. Very good target man, holding the balls down, keeping the ball for New Zealand. You know, again, in the England game, I thought New Zealand were finished. But, you know, they showed a better team today, you know, and you could tell they were working together. They were coherent. They went on attacks. They didn't just sit back. They attacked Iran. And I think that's how they deserve their draw. I think Iran were lackluster. I think Iran are better than how they played yesterday. Iran have got quite a decent team. You know, some players playing in their domestic league, some outside it, like, you know, their star man Taremi. And I think overall, Iran should have won the game, but well done to New Zealand, because they defended and attacked very well, and, you know, definitely deserve the point. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope, you know, as I said, if you disagree with some of my points, or, you know, just think games should have went differently, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll be hearting every comment. If you can, as I said, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,500 subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Peace.